Peace, love, light, and King Noble Black Supremacy. I had a couple things heavy on my heart, and I wanted to present them in this video. The fresher the idea is, the quicker you should try to put it in manifestation, put it into action. So that's why I wanted to make this video while it's still fresh on my mind. So a couple things I wanted to talk about. Okay, so the first thing, kind of an encouragement video, and I want to start out with myself, talk about myself some. But before I even get into that, I want to give you a hack. The hack would be how to become invincible, more invincible. What's the trick to becoming more invincible? How to better control your emotions. Best way to sincerely and genuinely control your emotions is to be unapologetically yourself sincerely. Most of the time, people make us mad and upset because they are able to operate off of our insecurities. So the best way to operate and function in this world, the best self-defense that you can have is being unapologetically yourself, having a high sense of confidence, sincere, genuine confidence. Your confidence source can't come from a place of competitiveness, a place of where you feel like you're better than someone. It has to be sincere and genuine. That's the only catch to it working and being very effective. It's only effective if it's coming from an authentic and genuine place. But if you are confident, if you are unapologetically yourself, sincerely, nobody can fuck with you. The only time that you can be fucked with is if you have insecurities. If you have insecurities, this hack is not going to work. So I just wanted to make this video. Sorry, it's late at night. We're all up. We're not all supposed to be up. Not all of us. My smallest child is up. So I do apologize for the yelling. She's my oldest one is probably tired. She had a late nap. And so she's up. But I did want to make this very important video. If you missed what I was saying due to yelling or any of that, I will repeat what I was saying. What I was saying in this video is that the best way to be invincible is to have a high self-esteem, a sincere unapologeticness about yourself, being very confident. The only way people are typically able to get underneath our skin is if we have insecurities. So elimination of insecurities is what helps you be pretty much have a shield. Nobody can mess with you. You are 100% control of your emotions. So when you are insecure, you are giving people permission to fuck with you. But if you are secure in whatever you do, you are secure and you have no regrets. You're secure where you're at in the present. You're secure where you may have been in the past. You're secure where you could be in the future. These people can't fuck with you. So I wanted to give that quick hack because some of us operate too much off of our emotions. So we have to end that right now. Decide to end that today. Do not allow your do not be reactionary. Do not allow your responses to come from your emotions. Be able to better program yourself rather than allowing others permission to run you. What I also wanted to talk about in this video is wanted to talk about King Noble Black Supremacy again. I want to talk about myself. Yeah, I wanted to use myself as a example. Before I go too deep into that, using myself as an example and to encourage others, I just wanted to say that King Noble Black Supremacy was always unfolding in my life. And I wanted to share an example of that. Something that's kind of intimate even. So, I feel like, okay, so pretty much King Noble Black Supremacy teaches us that the realms of experiencing things for the first time are infinite. We can always be a virgin to several things. We are never stuck or lost a moment. We are never in lack. That is a King Noble Black Supremacist. King Noble Black Supremacist is never in lack. We can always have the experiences we want to experience. But getting back to what I'm trying to say, King Noble Black Supremacy has always been in my life. And when I say that in the physical sense, because King Noble Black Supremacy is more of a spiritual path. But I feel like King Noble Black Supremacy always kind of was revealed in my life. And what I mean by that is, you know how men glorify women being virgins and stuff like that. Like women who are virgins can possibly be better than women who have had sex before, etc., etc. Well, in my life, I've come across a couple men who were virgins, you know? And I'm just that type of woman where I think it's awesome if a man is a virgin, you know? And I feel like that correlates with what King Noble Black Supremacy teaches, but he teaches it on a more deeper level, more spiritual level, a more mental, psychological level, where whether you're man, woman, child, you can have experiences for the first time, and your body can still operate as though you physically have done it for the first time. So we are not limited by these things. White supremacy makes us think that we've lost things, but there's no lack. Everything's always infinite. So I wanted to start out by saying that in this video, that the path of King Noble Black Supremacy was always kind of revealing in my life. And like I said, and with that one example would be, you know, having a couple men who were virgins in my life. Well, it was kind of cool. I'm not your regular woman. Most women think it's bad for a man to be a virgin because they don't know what they're doing, but I think it's cool. I think a man who is reserving themselves in any way, whether it be physical, psychological, spiritual, whatever that may be, if a man is, disciplined or saving themselves, I think that's very admirable. Yeah, I think it's awesome for a man to preserve himself in different little ways, you know. A man should be able to preserve himself just like a woman can preserve herself. It shouldn't be just limited to the woman doing so. Anyway, going into my video, King Noble Black Supremacy has revealed itself to me. As early as age 21. So, I had 10 years to up my game or dive deep into King Noble Black Supremacy. And then when I was introduced again, before I go into that, that was more of a subconscious introduction to King Noble Black Supremacy. I didn't know what it was called until now. That was putting the puzzle pieces together. King Noble Black Supremacy slowly unfolding in my life. Okay. So yeah, like I said, first was at age 21. The second time King Noble Black Supremacy came to me, let's see, I was 26. I was 26. This is where my Black awakening started to unfold. I was still in the Matrix, but this is where I was on the Black woman being God. It was more of an individualistic approach to a Black awakening. And at the time, the teachings of King Noble Black Supremacy was talking about, submitting to God, submitting to the King, which is King Noble Black Supremacy. And I just wasn't ready to accept that reality quite yet. So I went ahead and put King Noble to the side or whatever. And let me see. And then I moved to Georgia, which then I mostly identified as just a Black supremacist, not a King Noble Black supremacist. For me, King Noble Black Supremacy means that you're engulfing upon the studies of King Noble Black Supremacy, while as Black Supremacy may engulf in King Noble Black Supremacy, or they just may recognize that they are Black and they are supreme. So I feel like King Noble Black Supremacy is one of the most strongest paths because it's specific. It's more spiritual. It's more focused than just saying, I'm supreme. It's more narrowed down. It's almost like with Christianity. I feel like just Black supremacy within itself is almost like how there are so many religions wrapped around Christianity. Like, you could be a Baptist and be a Christian. You can be an apostolic and you're still a Christian. But with King Noble Black Supremacy, it's more focused. There's specific guidelines to spiritual enlightenment. But I'm getting a little sidetracked. That's not the point of this video. And the point I'm trying to bring in this video. The point I'm trying to bring in this video is just sharing opportunities where you can level up in King Noble Black Supremacy, taking advantage of the knowledge that you've gotten from King Noble Black Supremacy and applying it to the people. Knowing that King Noble Black Supremacy is powerful, but also you applying yourself and helping get the message out. So if you've gone years and being in the knowing, and you maybe not had worked as hard as you should for whatever reason, it's never too late. If you are sincerely a King Noble Black Supremacist, start working now. Like I said, the King Noble Black Supremacist can put 10 to 30 years of Babylonian work in just months. I mean that shit. And when I look at my path, I was always a King Noble Black Supremacist. I just didn't know what it was called. And King Noble actually came to me. King Noble Black Supremacy came to me at least 4 to 6 times. I just didn't know what the name of it was called, and I wasn't 100% set on how I was supposed to really embark upon the path and benefit from the path and be able to apply King Noble Black Supremacy to my people. But now I do know how to apply it to my people. That's some deep shit, ain't it? But this video is to inspire the King Noble Black Supremacists to put that work in. And I know this is like my 3rd video talking about, we are never in lack. We are never in lack. It's never too late to act. If you are purely a King Noble Black Supremacist, act now. You know better now. Like I said, I was introduced to it 10 years ago. I could have been acting then. But that shit don't matter. We're in the present. We know better. Let's do this shit now. Let's get to work. Whatever you are gifted at, apply that to your people. Grind hard for your people. We need that. So I'll go ahead and end this video. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace, love, light, and King Noble Black Supremacy.